Hey guys, Ponzusas here. Welcome back for another texture pack tour. This time we're taking a look at Retrovive by Hyperion Creative. So this is a 16-bit pack, and right off we can see that there's definitely some fairly unique grass going on. You can see off in the distance there the super tall grass. Looks pretty interesting. Alright, so let's take a look at some of the starter stuff. Looks like we've got a couple of differences with the growth. Uh, Looks like the carrots and potatoes are not quite changed yet. We've got the wheat done. The stems are the same, and it looks like we've got new netherwort, although the stages of growth really vary too much. Looks like the first and second one are basically just the same. Yeah. Got some cocoa beans. Got some leaves going on. Some different textures on all of the other type of building blocks. Oh, alright, so this should be a pretty interesting pack. I'm liking some of the stuff that I'm seeing so far already. It's definitely a different pack. It looks like we have some ender chests done. We have the jukebox done, but not the music block. It's like all of the armors except for maybe the chainmail is done. I like the windows. I like that they have that border on them. We have the same default enchanting table. Some items are changed, so the enchanted bottle and stuff like that. Got the other potions are a little bit done. Got some nice little pressure plates. I like the pressure plates. They're pretty they're somewhat simple, but like I mean they have some nice depth to them, kind of, you know. They have a really nice feel to them. So wow, looks like we have completely custom everything when it comes down to buckets and tools. Weapons. Looks like the Stone Age with the tools. It's pretty funny. So a couple things might not be completely changed. Oh, looks like we're going to be looking forward to the basement where we keep all the mobs. See if there's definitely some UI changes. Alright. It's kind of simple. It's not a huge change. I'm trying to see if I can tell the difference. This bottom one here is the trap chest, and that's the regular chest, and I'm not sure from the front that I can see the difference. I like to be able to see the difference between the two. Let's see what oh, it looks like there's a few items that might be changed. So we'll see those in a little bit. So we've got some food. Looks like almost everything has changed. Maybe it seems like everything is kind of just larger, you know, like upscaled a little bit with the item frames. So we got a little bit of a different cake. All right, let's get into the biome rooms. We have some different, well, maybe a couple of them at least. There's at least one new painting. We have different villagers. I can't quite tell. Look at me. Look at me. Yeah. Oh, hi. Yeah, no, I don't think we have changes to the villagers. Alright, so here we have the torches. Oh, looks like interesting. So that is the wool up there. And it looks like we have a pattern on it. This huge grass is very interesting. I fear that in a survivor world, I might actually miss out on a creeper hiding behind this because it's so large and there's not really any spaces in between to see through. But I guess that's something to worry about if you do survival. See if there's any changes to the sheep. Nope. I think we have the default cow. So yeah, we have the or redstone lamps here. So this pack is you know, there's a lot of changes, but there's a lot that still needs to be done, it seems. This is the carpet here. Definitely does not match up with my grassy flooring. This is all the dark oak wood, so what you would expect from the dark oak. Oh yeah, we have a couple of paintings. All right. We'll see throughout the halls here what there might be different. Let's go into the birch forest. We have some. Oh my goodness, this might be a work in progress. Looks like we're missing a nose and or mouth on the unlit pumpkin, but the lit pumpkin has it. This is all the birch wood in here, so it's a nice nice little color. Oh, that's the side of the chest. I'm like, what is that? Look like wood. And yes, I expect it's probably wood, but it looked unfamiliar, that's for sure. Alright, so this is the jungle. This is everything that you... Oh, I kind of like how the mossy cobble somewhat glows in the dark up there. It's pretty interesting. It has some interesting highlight to it. This is the jungle wood here. It's kind of bordering on a little bit of a pinky tone. These are the melons. Move on to the next one. We have the taiga. Looks like all of the doors are definitely done. So this is the spruce wood. Do we have different dogs? Nope. Same dogs. Alright. It's like a couple things. I feel like if the grass is going to be done and I don't even know what the heck this is. Is this like a small fern or something? Or not like a... I feel like the rest should kind of be done, you know? Maybe that's just a work in progress. Alright. The forest. Yeah, I really feel like I'm missing out on that mouth on the pumpkin. Do we have any custom fire? Alright, do we have... I'm not sure if those iron bars are different, but we do have different brick. This is the regular brick here. This is our clay. The water's nice and slick looking. We didn't really look at the chickens. Look like chickens are still default. We have some reskin fish, some. Just not the puffer fish? Maybe just not the puffer fish. Fishing rod, that is the same painting from default. Let's go into the swampland. Ooh. Alright, so it's a very subtle change with the slime blocks, but it has kind of like some corners on it a little bit. So this is all spruce wood here. Looks like maybe the pot is default, but we do have a different cauldron. I like the brightness of the water. I like the tone that it has. Color. Go into the desert. Ooh. It's an interesting little color. It's very interesting of a color on the cactus. It's kind of bluey, you know? We've got the reeds. This is all sandstone here. Got the stained clay as well. Alright, let's go upstairs. Got another floor of biome rooms. Alright, so we have some... Oh, I kind of like the idea of this iron door with a little slot up top there. Actually kind of makes me think of like a super secure prison door or something. Alright, so this is everything that we would expect in the nether. We have the quartz, we have the netherrack, soul sand, gravel, glowstone. Looks like we have the default lava, but we do have a different anvil. Now I'm thinking that these are not the default iron bars. They are slightly different. They look similar, but they are slightly different. Let's go into the caves. Let's take a look real quick at the blocks. These are the solid blocks that you can make from the stuff that you find in a cave system. So they're just super subtle, it seems. Oh, it looks like we have a ton of a large difference in this room. Everything looks changed. Nothing is default, it seems. So we have different carts, or maybe yeah. Got all the gems and the ore. Got the redstone torches and the rail. Interesting perspective on the rail there. We do have a slightly different skinned TNT. Let's look at the ladder. Oh, look at the ladder. That's kind of funny, kind of interesting. Looks super unstable, but we know that it's, you know, it's as stable as it's always been. Alright. Let's move on. Go into the mesa. See what kind of... Oh. Alright, so I'm liking the stained clay. It's fairly good. I like that there's, you know, nice subtle tones. They're not super bright. And they kind of kept to the default colors. We have the sandstone. The sandstone looks pretty cool. It's always a trick, a difficult thing to kind of match up the different sandstones to each other. So this one, you know, it kind of blends a little bit, but I wish that they were kind of a little bit more blending. Like with the color of this stuff versus the color of this stuff. But, you know, I like the way it looks, and the red sand looks pretty cool. We have the end. This is the end stone right here. Nice and subtle. This is the obsidian. Interesting that some people take a purple route with the obsidian. This is the bedrock. Let's go into the mushroom island. We have different mushrooms? Nope. Have the same mushrooms, but we do have different mushrooms. Interesting stems. Nice and fibrous looking. We have some more subtle tones on the red mushroom here. Let's head into the ocean temple. See, oh, see, I'm always interested in what people do for the sponge. Like this looks like a pretty nice sponge. And you can definitely tell the difference between the darker wet sponge on the other side of the glass versus the dry sponge here. Got the gold blocks, the treasure that you usually see in ocean temples. So the water doesn't have a crazy flow to it, which is kind of nice. There are some water animations that against glass kind of looks like crap, but this one, it doesn't have that animation. So, you know, it fits this room for serious. It's awesome. Go into the ice plains. Oh, I like the color in here. It's a little bit more bluish, a little bit more gray. Although, unfortunately, I have ice spikes in here, and you can't tell the difference between ice spikes and packed ice. Or I mean like the packed ice and the packed snow. So I would like to see the difference between that. It seems like this was a kind of like a blanketed texture across all ice. I would like to see more of a different view on the ice as opposed to the snow. That would be really nice. See what we have in the flower forest. Do we have any flowers undone? It's difficult to tell. The tulips are very close, but I'm pretty sure that they're definitely changed. Oh, maybe this one. Maybe this one is not quite changed. But everything else looks to be just slightly different from default. Alright, let's head on downstairs. That's where we keep all the mobs. All the mobs? Let's see if there's any. Oh, okay. So there's a couple of differences. We've got a completely different iron golem here. He has like, it makes me feel like he's kind of got a construction suit on or something. Yeah, interesting. All right, so and because of the lack of mouth or nose on the regular pumpkin, it doesn't quite fit on our snow golem. See if there are any animals different. Looks like all the items seem to be definitely changed. So it's just a matter of completing the pack and doing up the mobs in a couple of different blocks. Oh, we have some different zombies. Oh, that's a different perspective. This is the zombie villager. Kind of like has like a jaw thing going on, or I don't quite know what that's intended to be. Looks like maybe need a tiny bit more detail on the mini zombies. This one, oh, I see the difference. Okay, so this is the pack with the larger head on the zombie villagers. So this has a larger head, but it looks like maybe the face is not quite complete. I think yes, the skeleton is slightly different. I think the witch and the spiders are the same. We definitely have some different creepers. What is that across the chest? What that is? They have a different tone to them. Looks like the spell effect for the lightning creeper might be default though. Let's see what else do we have. Got some more mobs down here. Any of the nether mobs? Looks like the wither skeleton's a little bit different, and the blaze. Looks like the rest is default. We have different water mobs. Oh, looking like default. This pack I'm sure is a work in progress, so it's like rabbits are all the same, I think. Looks like it. Have default cats. Let's see what we have for sheep. Or I mean, well, we know the sheep are not changed, but we can take a look at the wool. Always looking for a matchup, like the tone on the sheep is the kind of wool that I'm going to get, you know? That's kind of what I'm always looking for. These are a little bit mismatched. But I like the texture on the wool. Let's head on upstairs. That's where we keep our redstone and the final big bads. What do we have here? Alright, so we definitely have some differences with the redstone stuff. Not everything is done yet, but well on our way. So we've got the redstone lamps and the pressure plates. Got the redstone dust. I like the animation off of the redstone dust. We've got the, oh, I didn't even really look at the sea lamps in the ocean temple area. We have a different trapdoor here. Right. So we definitely have a different nether portal. It has the same spell effect. Or does it? Maybe it has a different spell effect. It looks a little bit more rounded. Spawn the wither? I mean, not the wither, the ghast. This is the wither. Looks like we have default. Maybe a little bit different on the animation. I'm not quite sure. Let's go see what the... Oh, I like the bedrock. The bedrock is really cool. It's a very unique design. I can't quite tell. I don't think we have a different portal stone going on. Spawn the Ender Dragon. Looks like we have the default Ender Dragon. Alright, so that was Retrovive from Hyperion Creative. If you would like to download this pack, a link to that download is in the description of the video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm bringing out videos of newly updated and newly posted texture packs frequently. And leave me a comment. Tell me what you thought about this pack, what your favorite part was, what you disliked, and I'll see you next time.